Hello there, my name is Mark, your host for Daily Motoring, and in this episode I'm bringing to you the 5th generation Toyota Hiace, codename H200, which is also popularly known as the Box because of its cool looking box shape. For this one, it comes in two configurations. This is a base model DX, which comes with steel rims za chuma. Then we have vinyl seats, vinyl seats, and a plastic carpet. Then there is the upper spec, Super GL, which comes with cloth seats, a fabric carpet, and alloy rims. Now this Hiace can be configured into various options to suit your business. We have configurations in terms of length, in terms of width, roof shape, floor shape, and the number of doors. This is the standard version, everything standard with 5 doors. So let's go open the bonnet and see what's under there. Jokes on you. There's no engine in the front. It's not a front engine car. That's why it has the boxy shape, because if it had the engine, it would have a very big nose in quotes. What is here under the bonnet in quotes are other components that are usually found in other cars that have the engine at the front. So it's not that much different. You won't find the fluids under the car or at the back or on the roof. They're just here. So everything else is normal apart from the position of the engine. Now the engine was moved so that it can make way for the boxy shape and also for the air intakes, because as you can see there is a number of them on the large too, because a lot of air is needed to cool this car with all the power it has. Let's go look for the engine. Fear not, child, for the engine is located below the front seats. You just have to unhook these two hooks that are found below the passenger seats. This particular van comes with 3 engine options. We have the 2-liter petrol engine that produces 134 horsepower and 182 Newton meters of torque. Then there is the 2.7-liter petrol engine that comes with 158 horsepower and 243 Newton meters of torque. Then there is the 3-liter turbo diesel engine that produces 142 horsepower and a stunning massive 300 Newton meters of torque. The main reason most people buy this van is for business purposes. This van can carry a maximum load of 1,250 kilograms, which is about 1.25 tons, and you can configure it to serve different purposes. You can leave it like this for carrying cargo. You can put seats in it and maybe cut somewhere in the roof for tourists for tour operations. You can convert it to carry passengers for both public and private transport, or as an ambulance, among many other features. It's very spacious. 1,250 kilograms of load isn't something small. That's 1.25 tons. That's another car, the weight of another car. The seats in this car are not the most comfortable you can get compared to other categories of cars like the saloons and the sedans and all that, because of course you're not supposed to be sleeping on the job, literally. But they're not that bad. They are vinyl seats. They're comfortable. They are also, you can go over long journeys with them. We have enough under thigh support. They're high up. They are mounted high up, so you are at a natural sitting position compared to like other cars where your legs are raised a bit at a different angle. So the seats are okay. You can go with them for long journeys. Also, this steering position is at a very nice angle, so it makes the driving experience more fun because of the position. You don't stretch your hands that much, provided you get the seating adjustment correctly. And Also, we have storage areas. If there is no middle passenger, you can fold the seat down and you have extra storage areas and cup holders. The main cup holder is over here on the dashboard, and there's also other storage areas because this is a business oriented vehicle and you need as many storage areas as possible to store your documents and other items that you will need in the course of doing your business. Other components include air vents. We have 1, 2, 3, 4 among others, so you can keep cool when it's hot and you can keep hot when it's cool. We also have the air conditioning knobs over here, and for the fan and for the air mode. And yeah, it's a very simplistic car. Also, another thing I love about it, what makes me love this car even more, apart from it being a manual stick shift, is the position of this gear lever. It has moved from the traditional one, which was placed over here where the middle passenger is, and it has been integrated into the dashboard, which also makes the middle passenger more comfortable. And it has somewhat of a heavy clutch because it's a big vehicle with lots of power. But the gear shifts are not as hard. It's really not as traditional, but still it is traditional at the same time being modern, and it brings back that fun to driving. Another advantage of this car is since the engine is not at the front, it's here where the passenger sits. It means that there is no nose at the front. There isn't that nose at the front, so maneuverability becomes easier. For those people who have problems like me of measuring the front of your car, then for this one it's just simply where your feet are. Where your feet reaches below there, if you press in your clutch to the very farthest end, yeah, it's approximately around that area is where the nose of the car is. So it is very easy to get your car through tight spaces. Also, another advantage is that the front wheels are just below where you're seated as the driver or even the passenger. The front wheels are just below. See where they are? Yeah. So it makes it very easy to maneuver that car, but it feels somewhat different. If you're used to driving these personal cars, you know the wheels are further forward. So this one feels a bit different, but you'll get the hang of it, and it's actually handy. It comes in handy very, very much. This being a diesel engine, you know, of course, it produces a lot of power. It produces more power than the petrol versions. And this one has a claimed fuel economy of 14 kilometers per liter, which is impressive. That's the advantage of getting a diesel model. You get power and at the same time fuel savings. Now, one issue people have about diesel cars is maintenance, and it all boils down to you as the owner. You have to maintain that regular maintenance practice, because being a diesel, yes, it makes it somewhat of a hardy car because of power and all that, but also you don't need to neglect it because simply it's a diesel, you think it's more hardy than a petrol. No, if you maintain the regular maintenance practice, you know, just check for faults and all that, replace everything when it's supposed to be replaced, and the car will serve you for a very long time. Especially ask around for these boxes. They are like cars built to last forever, because you find that most of them have even more than 300,000 miles or kilometers on them, which is actually a big number. So if you maintain it well, it is a car that can serve you for life. Safety wise, doesn't mean that just because it's a van you've been neglected, like you're not safe. No, you're still safe. It has airbags. Then there is something called whiplash injury lessening, which is a mechanism that has been used by Toyota to reposition the seat in such a way that in the event of an accident, especially the rear hits, being hit from behind, you won't get much of neck injuries. It's actually meant to reduce and even prevent neck injuries. We also have one feature that I don't know, I've never heard of it in any other car apart from this Hiace, which is the retractable steering on impact. Meaning that if your car is hit from whichever side and the impact gets to the car, then the steering wheel is retracted so that you don't hit your head or hit your chest on it, which actually saves lives a lot. It's a really nice car. I'd recommend it to you if you want to start your business. It's 2021. We have those New Year resolutions, and maybe one of them for you was to start your business. Then this is the one for you. I have the one for you right here. 2.3 million shillings only, and you can get financing of 90 to 100%, which is awesome. So here we have the Kickstarter to your business. If you want to get into the transport business, into the cargo business, into tourism business, you name it, even for private use, we are not restricting to business only. Even for private use, if you want to buy it for your family, for going out, vacations and all that, this is the car for you. 2.3 million Kenya shillings, bank financing of 90 to 100%. And if this unit has interested you and you want to buy it, my contact information is below in the description box and also in the pinned comments.